The death of Squad Double Zero. I'm finally actually getting around to doing this video. It's a video I didn't really want to do. I really didn't. I remember thinking I was going to do the video before things exploded and went straight to hell, pretty much. Going to talk about, I was going to like give the history of Squad Double Zero and then the decline, and then things happened in the decline and whatnot. But then things exploded, and the video went from just a group not even imploding, because the group's still there to a degree, to say the least. Not that we fell, just another group that splintered off. It happens in YouTube. But it wasn't just another group splintering off. It was a close-knit group. So it was something unraveling and kind of more of a teaching, educational prospect, if you will, on dealings with humans, dealings online communities. But then it's been over 2 weeks now, a week or two, and it became about betrayal. It became much, because this isn't just about me. Understand this. This is a lot of people were affected by this whole deal, because it wasn't even just Squad Double Zero universe. It was various things, and people even wonder, it's YouTube. First of all, it's my YouTube channel. It's connected to this. Y'all know I rep, and I don't just rep things for no reason. I'll explain as to why I've not really said names and epithets and things of that nature since 2016 started, and kind of was weaning off of that by the end of 2015. And it was wise. It turned out to be the best course of action, given the more recent turn of events. I promised war. Okay, I don't say war too lightly. I'm not that kind of dude. Okay, we're talking war. We're talking blitzkrieg. We're talking all out. We're talking total war. We're going Thor, bringing Mjolnir up in the piece. Okay, we're bringing hell. Especially after some of these threats that were made against me. Now I'll read off what I said, and I'm not saying I'm innocent completely in this whole affair. Okay, I'll never say that. But the very fact of how things were handled were very immature, very petty. No explanation was given, no communication was given. And the thing about Squad Double Zero is it was supposed to be about family. Okay? It was supposed to be, a brotherhood and then some. And I don't know about y'all, but I and certain others take family very seriously. Now, for some people who don't even know what Squad Double Zero is, excuse me. Yo, what's up? Squad Double Zero started, let's see, what was it? To over 2 years now? I think it was over 2 years now, which is pretty good given YouTube anime and manga community's relatively short lifespan. It's only been around in its bare bones about a decade, and real talk, when it really started for me, I gave it about 08, so we're talking maybe 8 years. So given the fact that 2 years out of 8, that's a fourth of the time, that's doing damn well, especially considering how many other groups and communities have failed. Let's see, how did it go down? At the time, there was already a group, and apparently it had broken apart because of certain individuals. I won't, that's been recorded and whatever, and I don't want to get individuals involved that don't need to be involved, but they had different views and different things, and I don't know the full story. I've only been told bits and pieces of it. So, as fairness to protect individuals, I won't go into that. I won't specify. But so I get approached, and at the time it was kind of interesting because just talking to folks, back then everybody was popping off. Dre, Kiro, Edman, I think Havoc was up in that piece. Northside was talking, Recon, King Recon. Dalton had showed up in that piece. How many? Greed Island. A bunch of cats, man. A bunch of cats. Shoot, even good old Zed. Good old Zed. Oh, problem that was Zed. But Zed, I mean, I think these were before the days of Danny Urban. These four were before a lot of cats. And so it was popping on. Northside. Was it before his F&D days? It was before the Friday Night Discussions. It probably was before the Friday Night Discussions. Just a lot of dudes we had hooked up in the comment section and talking, and we had met and we were talking. And then Charles the Enemy World, which was connected with Northside and King Raycon. He approached me. I think Dalton, there was, let's see, how did it start? Dalton, Northside, Recon Charles, I think Mr. Analog, they were all a part of it. Oh, and of course Speak, the legend that's in the comment section. Okay, I knew Speak. It's interesting, my story with Northside. I remember seeing a video and I thought this dude's cocky, but then I met and talked to him and he's chill just like me. He's like, we're very similar in a lot of ways, different but very similar in a lot of ways. So I chill with him. Recon was a legend before I ever knew. He was notorious. He was well known. He wasn't notorious like me, but he's very well known, very renowned. Come to find out, he didn't even. I mean, you would think Recon had like 25,000 subs. You would have thought Northside, and I kept hearing about it, you thought he had like 15,000. Okay, Speak doesn't, but he was a legend in his own right. So you had Rising Stars, and you had Legend, you had me, and I still need to do a video about the top 10 most notorious in YouTube anime manga community. I'm dealing with history. I mean, I had already, all four of us already had made a name for ourselves, to say the least. Recon, Northside, Speaking myself. DT was doing his own thing from AMVs, and he was dropping videos. The squad was coming up. I think the only non-content, because even Dalton drops videos sometimes, I think the only non-content creators were Speak and I think Precious. Pretty much, Precious came along because she was cool and she was looking for a group. She came along. I remember talking with Charles and saying, pretty much pulling his Zoro. Okay, I'm like, look, I'm fine with you being a captain, being a lead, but I'm not subservient to anyone, more or less. To keep a long story short, I said I'm an assassin. That's just what I do, and I bring my own, captain ways to it, and I'm looking to help benefit the group and help grow the group, and whatnot. Eventually, X joined farther down the line. Shimigami X, by the way. So you had all these individuals, and see, that was the first, the beauty, but also the led to the downfall of Squad 00. You had a group of individuals, okay? You had a group of individuals, and about half of us were already, again, I've listed before, about half of us already had a name in the community, in the waters. We were talked about, positively and or negatively. We were well known and well talked about. That's just reality. We had connections. I know I had certainly had connections to a bunch of cats. Shoot, I mean, I had been in the J room. Shoot, I've been in the J room long and I didn't even recognize. I'd been in so many groups. I've been invited to so many groups. That's just me. But y'all know, no one does hype like Recon. Y'all already know Northside, the rising star. And if he would have continued, I mean, Northside, he had a meteoric rise. Not as crazy and outrageous as 00, but nonetheless. And again, I mentioned Speak. Speak's known for theory. I mean, Oro Jackson. He's an Oro Jackson legend. Okay, and I don't throw around legend lightly. This is the reality of the situation. So you had that situation. Dalton's his own man, to say the least. You had guys who were very knowledgeable, and you had all this. And we agreed to have Charles as captain. Okay. Eventually, Squad 00, Charles started gaining fame and whatnot. I've stayed pretty consistent in my small growth, in my small channel, but I still have my notorious nature. I wasn't expecting to get big. Would I like to grow now? Sure. But I understand what that kind of growth held, especially considering my history with trolls and everything else, dealing with my channel, that what comes along with it. So Charles, you had promotion, there was so many individuals involved with different stuff, but eventually Charles approached and he's like, you know what about this idea of a group, a Facebook group? He was approached with the idea and he threw it around, him and Minister Analog, they were talking, and I was neutral because I've dealt with, at the time and still deal with, and been in the midst. I was in groups. I had to leave groups. I've been kicked out of groups. I've been asked to join the mini groups and whole slew. And then as well as in outside of online, I've been involved with teams and other factions and groups, and just dealt with. I've been a leader. I've been a captain. I've been a literal actual captain of teams. I've dealt with various things. I've dealt with people, and I know the flaws that can come with it. And I was, warning, as well as Dalton was warning. Speak gave his thoughts up at that piece and whatnot. But we were supportive. At first, I didn't know what he was planning. But hey, man, I mean, here's someone who's saying he was like a brother, right? And so, being supportive that I am, and I watched Squad Double Zero grow. And it was cool. I mean, it was about anime and manga at first, and literally that's what it was about. It was about anime and manga, and it was an alternative to a lot of the foolishness that was going on in these different groups, and a lot of all over the place and scatterbrained nonsense. And it was a safe environment, and it was continually promoted as a family environment. I keep bringing up family because you have to understand this. This is on record. This is not. I'm not pulling things out of my ass. Those who watch this video, if you watch this video till the end, you will know. If you are a part of the group, you will know what the hell happened. So there's many things said. There were certain rules. What ended up happening, to make a long story short, because I don't want to make this a extra long video, and I'm not feeling the greatest when I'm recording this, to be honest with you, and I really hate talking about this because I'm really trying to keep my emotions in check, because before I'd been raging. I remember a couple of weeks ago. Now just thinking about it, it's, and y'all know I don't, I tend to keep calm. I'll be excited and stuff, but I don't usually. I think it's only about one or two other times I actually cried on camera. One of them being, it was the Sons of Anarchy. I think it was season 6, episode 5, because of how close and to home, not to my personal life, but to my views. I think that had to do with child pornography. I think another time, maybe a One Piece or Magic. It was another chapter or two or something that really hit home with me. Probably a Game of Thrones episode or so that really hit home. And so I'm hoping not to cry, to be honest with you. I'm hoping not to lose my emotions and just go off. So pretty much, I mean, with Squad Double Zero universe, if you've read George Orwell's classic, arguably his masterpiece, even though you have 1984. If you read George Orwell, and especially if you read Animal Farm says many things, and amongst the things it talks about all animals being equal, but some are more equal than others. Napoleon and the pigs talk like that, and that's exactly what became of Squad Double Zero universe. Even Squad Double Zero was not recognized. We were said, or eventually it became the universe. It wasn't even Squad Double Zero universe. I left a couple times. Speak and believe me, he left before me, or did he leave? I know he had issues. I had issues because rules were established. Rules were very arbitrarily followed, very whimsical. People would talk. I would do things. Administrators would make rules, and we'd catch hell. Those. Instead of asking what the hell happened, that's not what happened. So you had these issues. I try to bring maturity to the factor. The factor, it wasn't an 18+ group, so I'm like, why is there certain, from fans or, pretty much hentai and porn, you have porn stars and stuff being thrown up in the mix. You still had like 15, 16. I mean, look, if it was 18, but even 16, like if you had an adult minded thing, and if it was like an ecchi or anti group, then whatever, you do what you do. But considering it wasn't, now everybody wants to see that, and that kind of stuff kept being pushed. And the fact of intellectual thought was damned, it was demonized. There, people would antagonize and attack, but if you fired back, then You were the problem, and things of that nature. And it was a debacle and a half. And constant battles being called out. I mean, I'm post being called out by the leadership, and it became more of a dictatorship, and not a benign dictatorship, but a malign dictatorship. And to make a long story short, Charles said, we question. Yes, we question. You need to be questioned. Every leader needs to be questioned. I've been questioned as a leader. Okay? Others wanted to replace me. It's nothing wrong. It's mature. You should expect to be questioned. You shouldn't, you didn't bring along a bunch of yes men, and that became an issue. I mean, Team Double O didn't even know about it. Didn't even know about its existence. Wanted to keep things separate. Wanted to keep things under the covers and in shadows and in secrets and stuff. Like, why? Was this some CIA situation here? I mean, come on, dude. This is what kind of stuff that was going on. A bunch of secrets, a bunch of, because people agree with you in some group think, okay? You want pretty much puppets. And I'm not going to be a puppet. Dalton's not going to be a puppet. Speak's not going to be a puppet. Northside. Pretty much none of the members of Squad 00 were puppets. That's present. No, that's not how we got down. We clashed with each other. Oh, y'all don't even know. We clashed on the stuff that we talked about. We clashed, but it helped us to grow. It gave us different thoughts and ideologies, different philosophies, different views were expressed. It was the beauty of Squad 00. It was a group of individuals who came together, and it extended beyond anime and manga. I mean, talking about personal stuff and life experiences and stuff, and got to know. I've talked about it in the past. I remember Charles did an interview, and I watched that probably several weeks ago. I watched Northside and Recon, and that was the truth, And then we talked about how we are as characters. There's so many things to talk about, and to just have that, stripped away. He didn't even, others told him about stuff leaked that wasn't even supposed to be said. That I said. I was talking to individuals and explaining. I'd already explained, but I wasn't talked to. My side was never heard. How was that fair? I didn't even know. I'm seeing videos, things of that nature. Those who need to know. I was never told jack. I was never approached. I was never asked a wonder, what the hell? Like, what's going on, dog? Like, homie, what the business is? No, none of that. The fact is, and I'm gonna read just at the end of stuff some messages between me and another individual. I shall not bring his name because he's not important in this whole facet. But this is just, and I'll read what I said because some of the stuff I was hearing, I don't play games. I'm gonna say because of some of the stuff I was hearing, because it was a third-party communication, and I tried to go and I said, "Yo, Charles, what's good?" Talking about disbanding, apparently, what was it, Double Zero Club? He even made a video. That video, that was ridiculous. That was petty. That was childish. Found out you can't be a family. No, you betrayed everybody. It's still here. I'm still friends. I'm still chill. I still got my connection. Ain't a damn thing changed. You talk about, they'll never be a part. That's fine. Because you know what? If you're not willing, and here's where the damning part comes in. Here's where the real tragedy comes in. You're the one, Charles, who constantly is talking about differing opinions. No. What you want is what the masses say. You don't want differing views and viewpoints. You don't want intellectual thought. You want popularity. You want groupthink. You want what a bunch of people say, especially if they side with you. That's the reality. You can't. Your history speaks for itself. Public record. I'm not making this stuff up. Every time I went against, I caught hell. I wasn't the only one. Every time I spoke or certain individuals spoke, boom. But other individuals were raised up, and I brought this to your attention many times. Others brought this to your attention. We were the black sheep. That's the reality. Let me read this, and it just shows how the train wreck that happened at the end. I told him, okay. Some can say, why not drop it? He lied very open, publicly on multiple grounds. That's the reality. He lied. If it was just a breakup like a group, okay. Things happen. We had to separate. I offered to leave at least 3 times within Squad Double Zero. Nope. That ain't happened though. He lied. I've even expressed about some of the stuff that he lied about. And I said, I can't twist the truth. It knows there's no regulation. That's a lyric from Barry Maguire from The Evil Destruction. He left Squad Double Zero 4 to 5 times, by the way. And it was asked Charles left, I said, yep. When I say he abandoned us, I mean it. It was 4 to 5 times. That's the reality. Let me see if I can find really quickly as to what the hell I actually said that elicited that evoked such a response that I will read to you from Charles. Let me see if I can find it. I thought I had got it, but that I hope y'all understand. Okay, here it is. Tell him very. Okay, the person said. Okay, let me read this on. Oh, okay. I said I had mentioned. I held off on doing the Death of Squad Double Zero video. Chill out. Do you know what he has done? I'm an assassin. You don't do the things he's done. The truth needs to come out. He lies in the bed. I kind of screwed that up, but I was not in the right frame of mind at the time. Oh boy, this is going to be a bad one. No. He lied to all of y'all and hurt folks. What does family mean to you? Is a question I posed. And then the guy said, well, he asked me, what did you say? I'll have to say, he won't eat up. When he asked me, I told him you'd say he started. This is what I said. Tell him very simply this. Man up, talk to me, stop spreading lies. Tell the truth about your betrayal and abandonment of Squad Double Zero that you said was supposed to be family. I guess that doesn't hold any actual meaning to some. Winter ain't coming, winter has come. If you know Game of Thrones, you recognize the reference. You fired the opening shots of the war. You screwed over the wrong folks. Trying to have his cake and eat it too. He said, alright, I will. Then I said certain individuals clueless about the truth, for example. Then let people in on the reality of the situation. I said, he's chosen fame, subs, yes men over honesty of friends. God forbid that a man's actions be questioned. I said, some can say, why not drop it? And then I just read y'all that. Now, to the response I received for these volatile ones, if you will, you want to call them that, is simply this. From Charles. Tell him simply this. Well, actually not from him, from a third party, mind you. Not from him directly, because God forbid he actually talks to me, right? Eat a dick. Number one. This is all in caps, mind you. Eat a dick. Now, for some homosexual individuals, maybe that's cool. I don't happen to ride like that. That ain't my style. But you know, trying to use that as an insult. Eat a dick. This is mature. We gonna be mature here. We gonna be adults about this. Nope, that's not what we're gonna do right here. And if he really wants this, I'll bury his bitch ass. He's going to bury the assassin. The guru. Please, he can't bury me. I've been around too long, and I'm gonna outlive pretty much most in this community. I'm a double OG. I'm notorious. Folks know me. I'm like an urban legend. You can't, no. Bury me? What? You don't have any ammunition to bury me. You can't touch me. I'm a Teflon Don out here. Come on now, bitch ass, please. Y'all know my channel. Y'all know the flack I'll take it. Bitch, that's farthest from the truth. Come on now. I don't think I'm not going to go all out either. Don't think I'm not going to go all out either. Oh, please do. I prefer you come with whatever shots you can think you can take. What are you gonna have? People flag my channel down? Ooh. What the hell can you do to me? You can't touch me. You cannot touch me. And just prove the fact of the kind of caliber of character that you are. We were questioning, this is why, because of the irrational reactions that are received. I didn't abandon anyone. I still have my friends. Oh, so apparently I'm not a friend anymore. Apparently Dalton's not a friend anymore. This is your word. You called me a brother. Like a brother. Come on now. You abandoned the group. Are you the leader of Squad 00 anymore? No. According to you, y'all can have whatever. You know, y'all just can't be called Squad 00. Well, it's no longer Squad 00. Everybody's still chill, but it's not Squad 00 anymore. Oh, the fact that you trying to split, you know, adding Recon, Anti-Lock, and who else? You're the one who left. We're all still chill. You know, we all still connect. So how the hell can you not say it's not an abandonment? You know you left multiple times. You know you left for over a month back in April. Come on now. I still have my friends. Can you say the same thing? Absolutely. I have more than ever. I keep making friends. I'm good. I'm golden. Ain't a damn thing changed for me, partner. Nothing's changed. In fact, friendships are getting stronger, at least for most are. You know, some things happen in life, but it is what it is. Things happen. We keep it moving around here. But I'm done talking to you. You don't talk to me, so that's another lie. You didn't even send this message directly to me. That's the funny part about this. Make your little bitch ass. Oh, it may end up being 30 because, you know, I decided to make some more entertainment. Make your little bitch ass video. Another bitch ass. Like, we can't talk as adults. We can't do that. That's not good. And then with the fucked up quality and video quality for 30 minutes. This is the kind of mindset that y'all leader. This is the kind of mindset that's being provoked my way. You know, this is funny. This is comical. It's truly sad. It's honestly tragic. You don't do people like that, man. You just don't do them like that. You don't say things and then be gone because your insecurities, because your issues. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want this to be a lesson as to what not to do. If you claim to be a leader, you don't do these things, man. You don't go behind folks' back. You know, you be there. You be the rock. You be the shield. You know, you be the guiding light. You don't be the cause of hell. You don't be a Joffrey Lannister. Okay? Unexpected one to like, comment, subscribe. Probably shouldn't even say that. But yeah, this may be a lengthy, and I didn't even plan for it to go this long, but some more things needed to be said than I thought originally I was going to say. And I'm not surprised. Alright, y'all, have a beautiful day, beautiful night. Peace. This is the truth, and more truth I did not reveal. I can easily drop. And please let it be known. Oh, please let Charles know. I want y'all to let Charles know. Okay, because this is ludicrous. It's absolutely petty, it's stupid, and it's ignorant. Seriously, it's ignorant.